Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share with you little insights about how at Pearl Global Industries Limited we feel about technology and its onward implementation to resolve the larger people and governance issues and solutions. So we at Pearl Global Industries Limited had always been bullish on upgrading and ensuring change management through technology. And the first thing which came to our mind was how to really integrate this largely globally diverse workforce through technology. And the basic idea germinated that we really need a common platform which can ensure the information system around the widely spread human resource available with Pearl Global Industries Limited, primarily in the ASEAN region, Indonesia, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Bangladesh, and the larger Indian subcontinent, which is India, spread across South and North, and also our offices around the Europe, the Americas, Spain, and Australia. Well, it's been a great journey. In fact, a great learning. I would say that what to choose and how to choose. So why it was clear to us, but and then we started a deep dive into the due diligence of the available products which were available in the market at that point in time. Hono being one. So I'm glad to say that it's been an extremely interesting learning in order to evaluate multiple line of products, some really big names, a lot of startups, aspirational products which are available across. And it is a wide array and a gamut of solutions which they were catering for. Now, we were very clear that what we are looking at. So any product was to definitely fit into this kind of scope which we had in our mind. Largely dominated around the points of, first of all, it has to be an international integrator. When I say international integrator, that the product should be able to cater for a different payroll cycles, different payroll norms, different compliance umbrella, different regional systems and statutory compliances in the governance umbrella. One, it should definitely take care of an integration which can give a holistic management intelligence at one place for us. Thirdly, it has to be multilingual. And when I say multilingual, at least 10 different languages it should take care of, largely the Indian regional languages and also the international national languages which are there. So that was very important. As we were for the first time in the history of 30 years was onboarding a technology platform, so customization was something which was at the front of my scope. And the product need to cater for what we need rather than give us something which is already accepted by the larger sectors and organizations worldwide. So customization in nutshell was something which was key to us for selecting any product, because not only customization and then the further scalability of it to ensure that the robustness of the implementation is taken care when the actual end user experience comes into place. Another very important, which I was very sure of before selecting a product for this organization, is that the GUI need to be absolutely modern in its approach. People should feel connecting, people should get that kind of a natural engagement and pull towards the GUI which the product is offering. Apart from this, the ease of the workflow, the wizards, the value add which are there in the product was also very important to us, because ultimately technology is just a platform. People has to onboard it, people has to experience it, and people has to remain continuously engaged to it for us to be getting benefited out of it. So that's one thing which we have ensured, that whenever we are doing a due diligence of a product, we have kept that in mind. Now, after that, it's very important for me in my chair is to really understand that what kind of management and intelligence this system can provide to us in the form of dashboards, wherein we can make meaningful reference of the information and the data which is available and can take appropriate fast decisions in real time. So the lookout of the dashboards was not the only thing, but also that the what, why and how of the intelligence is what we were focusing on. So in and around this, when we have been approached by multiple partners, multiple product developers and startups, and we did a in-depth negotiation, and Further, definitely commercial makes a very important precedence in making any decisions around the technology product. So that remains at the forefront. Now, when we selected this, yes, we did a details. So after this complete techno-commercial due diligence is what we have selected Hono, and I must congratulate the team that they were capable enough to really put across the right perspective to the management team, to the selection committee, in order to give a positive reassurance and advisory around that how these things can be achieved through their product. Now we have onboarded the journey of implementation. And I'm very proud to share out here that we have taken the complete suite of Hono, including all the modules. We are in the advanced stages of the implementation of phase 2 of our implementation, which largely takes care of the PMS, the engagement module, the LMS, and the compliance module. We have already made live regionally and nationally multiple modules which are already being done. So interesting thing is to share is the larger project management approach which we have partnered with Hono. So these kind of products and these kind of projects are not the standalone technology implementation project, but this is for Pearl Global Industries Limited is a wide change management project which is internationally spread. There is a customer base of almost 3,000 odd white collar employees which have to be onboarded into this. It's a complete migration of the data, not only the migration of the existing data, but also it's a complete restructuring of the organization, the policies, procedure, the governance mechanism, the overall workflow were to be catered for. And what I would say that we have really come up with a very, very robust business partnering approach during the implementation process, in which it's a detailed project management sheet which has been agreed between both the parties. For each modules, we have been doing it with the functional champions, the domain champions, and from their side the delivery heads and so on. So yes, this is when I talk about the human resource information system of Hono. But it's been a very interesting, I would say it's a symbiotic relationship which we are enjoying with Hono. It's that it's a very unique approach in which we are coming together to collaborate to develop a product in line with the sector requirement. So Pearl Global Industries Limited is incidentally, it reflects multiple sectors together, like an apparel and ready-made garment, but at the same time the subdomain or the super domain comes out to be manufacturing. It's largely people intensive. So it's a business partnering approach in which we are together developing this particular product, taking care of a wide array of the sub functions. And it's very interesting that we moved beyond the boundaries of an HRIS implementation quickly. And I'm very excited to share that apart from this project, we are also working on a very, very unique project with Hono, that is what we call it as V. It's a workers engagement platform, which is a very unique idea of Pearl Global Industries Limited that we are, in partnership with our buyers like Gap and Corporations, among others, is what we thought of, and we deep dived and we were looking for a technology partner who can take care of this kind of a particular platform, which is largely covering the workforce agenda. And Hono, being kind enough, has actually got into the forte, and they started working with us in order to give us the technical expertise which were available at that point in time. And in this complete thing, the thought process, the functional thing which we brought on the table, and their technical expertise, when we amalgamated it together, we are now ready with a very, very advanced and a very unique workers engagement platform, which we would be rolling it out at Pearl Global Industries Limited for the workforce. And it is largely, it's taking care of the larger day-to-day requirement of the bandwidth of a worker's need in a manufacturing setup. So I'm very thankful to the team, especially Basant, who had been their product head, in order to work very closely with me in order to understand my requirements, the scope, what is possible, what is not possible, partnering it with our buyers, ensuring that positive reassurance to them, and developing it as in a true spirit of and a camaraderie of a true business partner rather than behaving like a vendor per se. Indeed, Hono I am very bullish on this technology platform of it being playing a major role in coming years at Pearl Global Industries Limited in ensuring that in terms of time, cost and quality, we are able to integrate the people, process, technology and governance together on this platform. Ensuring that we get the right real-time meaningful insights. We are able to get a right kind of a working environment which is tuned to the great place to work environment, which is disciplined, which is cultured, which is highly manageable, which is self-served, which is people-friendly, which is technology-friendly, which is governed in a very positive manner. So, in totality, I personally believe that Hono would definitely be that game-changing moment in the history of Pearl Global Industries Limited, wherein employees will really get connected to an interface which actually reflects the right values, right mission and vision of Pearl Global Industries Limited. So, often organizations are very keen on collecting the feedback and evaluating the feedback of the clients whom they are working for. Here, I would not call it as a feedback for Hono, but here it's a very honest submission. I would like to put it across to the leaders of the industry out here, is that it's always a joint effort which brings in result. It's a very robust understanding, black and white on paper, that is in terms of scope definition that we had with Hono. On the basis of this scope definition is what we had a very clear core team who is working on this particular, who is working on this product altogether. And certainly with the routine project management challenges, I would say that we are able to amicably resolve, we have amicably partnered in order to move forward in a assured and a agreed manner. So definitely I would submit that with if a person is very clear of the kind of requirements what an industry or what his own company needs, I guess Hono is capable enough to serve the right platform with the right intent, with the right technology, with the right support system to them. I'm very happy to share out here is that not only it's a product implementation or customization, but Hono has literally partnered with us in way beyond the SOP boundaries. Like I'm here, I would like to mention about their key graphics head, Chitra. This gentleman has really helped us with creating a lot of our marketing collaterals, a lot of our communication collaterals, standees, mails, the logos, and I'm very proud to share it out here is that we have named this complete project as Pearl 1. So it talks about people, process, technology and governance for Pearl. And this complete logo, the idea, the story behind it is what we have co-developed it with Chitra. So this all these activities though may look mundane, but actually it gives a lot of confidence to any organization like us that the organization is not behaving in a vendor manner or in a supplier manner, but it is an actual business partnering thought which is there, which Hono brings on the table, which is a differentiator which I have liked about them. Apart from this is again another very important module of training and development which we have agreed into the scope, in which the Hono team has traveled across our wide locations in order to train our local spots, in order to give a complete manuals, the complete literature to us, which can be used. Interestingly, we have also hooked up them with a kind of a 1 year of a help desk which they would be manning it with us, so that then when this complete thing is implemented, we together are focusing on the adoption of this complete platform, because it's gonna be not only important for me, but it is gonna be absolutely important for Hono to also integrate the real-time feedback of the actual user experience. We want to make it a kind of an immersive platform wherein people use it with the same engagement as they use the other social media platforms. And our idea is that not to limit it with this kind of standalone modules, but also to enrich it going forward with, say for example, the engagement module, how multiple kind of surveys can be there. How can we link the great place to work enthusiasm or the great place to work model onto this complete engagement platform. How we can really enhance LMS by including maybe the posh live trainings and so on. So I have a lot of ideas in order to develop this complete platform to the best need of Pearl Global Industries Limited. At the same time, I would be more than happy if Hono as a platform is developed, can absorb our needs and can develop their existing platform to a next level. Yes, definitely when it comes to reflecting the experience, I'll be more than happy if anybody would like to take my opinion while doing a due diligence and selection. And though it's well said that there's a difference between knowledge and consulting, but I'm happy to share both when any of you is looking forward to select a potential training platform or the technology platform for human resource. Hono often asks me that what's the best feature you like about us. It's a very tricky question, because to me this complete platform holds immense value, not to me in person in my chair as a global HR head, but also as a representative of Pearl Global Industries Limited, doing something which is a business transformation for this particular organization. But at the same time, I would like to really pitch it out here is that I'm very happy with this V platform which we have come across, which I'm not very sure whether Hono will be rolling it out and will be able to integrate us as an equity partner for that. But yes, their Pulse, which is their engagement module, is something which is very unique. And I strongly believe that rather than have periodic assessments or a periodic feedback or a periodic engagement, a real-time engagement is the key today. With the fast pace of change, with millennials dominating the space of decision makers, it's very, very important for us to really have technology wherein there is an amalgamation of the artificial intelligence, there is an amalgamation of the technologies of machine learning or maybe IoT, and it gives us a meaningful inference in the real time that how the pulse of the organization is feeling, so that being reactive management, we should be predictive management. So I'm sure this is something which I'm trying to achieve out of Hono, is that going forward in a couple of years, we at Pearl Global Industries Limited will upgrade ourselves, will evolve ourselves to be a people's champion, a predictive management, a data-driven, a meaningful, intelligence-driven decision-making when it comes to people or governance in place. So thank you so much, Hono, for giving us these insights, this support, and look forward to have this complete implementation done in time. And often the sustenance of this complete thing in a couple of years, wherein we'll be able to give you a very, very meaningful inputs for you also to develop together with us.